Yummy.
Hey, how's it going? If you enjoy cleaning motivation, food prep motivation, travel vlogs, homemaking and lifestyle videos, and a peek into our life, feel free to stick around and subscribe to be notified whenever we release a new video. Today is going to be the day to get a bunch of food prepping completed, so I don't have to worry about it every day all week. We're going to be prepping veggies, roasted red potatoes, lasagna, a sausage macaroni skillet, breakfast burritos, and fruit slush. If I was choosing a preferred household chore, it wouldn't be cooking, that is for sure. But I am noticing that there are ways to make it more enjoyable. For example, listening to a podcast or watching a show that you enjoy while working in the kitchen definitely helps the time go faster, at least for me. It's also motivating knowing that if I get a bunch done, I won't have to spend time cooking every day in the coming week. And it also saves us money since we aren't eating out as much as we were before I started this meal prepping thing. Anyway, so I'm no expert with this cooking thing, but so far this meal prepping thing has been working for us. We don't mind eating the same thing for several days in a row, but definitely by the time it's used up, we are ready for something different. So I made the roasted red potatoes. I put them in the oven at 350 for quite a while. At some point I stirred them around at least one time. I just did a whole big pan. Then I did the fruit slush and I get pickup orders for my groceries, and I had asked for 2 20-ounce cans of crushed pineapple, and they sent one, and then the other one they just did the chunks. I don't know if they just didn't have any more crushed pineapple or what, but yeah, it was fine. It's just definitely the smaller the bits are, the more it's just slushy. The peaches, I wish I had cut them up into bite-sized pieces, but I didn't, so they were just the big chunks. Anyway, but yeah, I like to just take out if I want some fruit slush, I like to take it out and let it thaw for 30 minutes. My husband prefers to just eat it just totally frozen with a fork. He chisels it out and eats it that way, but I like it more slushy and starting to melt, and that's my favorite. That's how I like it. For the lasagna, I use the oven-ready noodles, but I am not going to do that again, I don't think, because I did not prefer it. I just thought they were a little bit chewy. I don't know. I didn't love it. Also, I didn't layer it correctly. I ended up with noodles on top. I don't know why I did that. I didn't follow the recipe very well or something, but that's not a good idea because it becomes very crispy, or the lasagna noodles on top become so hard and crispy that I just pitched them then, so that wasn't a great idea. For the macaroni and sausage skillet, it went really well. It was our favorite between the lasagna and the skillet. But I did forget to stir in the sour cream at the end of it. So I guess, yeah, it was fine. But yeah, I just missed an ingredient that I was supposed to put in right at the end. Anyway, and then I just divvied it out into the meal prep containers that I got off of Amazon. They are refrigerator, dishwasher, and freezer safe, and we have been absolutely loving them. They've been doing great, holding up very well. It's the perfect amount of food for me to eat and give a little bit to the kids I babysit. I'll just dish some right out of my container and onto their own plate before I start eating. But for my husband, it's usually not quite enough food. He's still hungry after eating one of the meal dinner thing containers. So yeah, that is just part of it. He eats more than I do. So yeah. The ingredients for the lasagna was 2 cups cottage cheese, 2.5 cups shredded mozzarella cheese, 3/4 cup grated Parmesan cheese. I just used extra mozzarella instead of Parmesan. 2 eggs, whisk with fork in bowl before mixing them in. 1 pound ground beef, fried with chopped onion. 1 jar, 45 ounces of spaghetti sauce, 9 to 12 lasagna noodles cooked and drained. As I said before, I used the pre-cooked or the oven-ready lasagna noodles, and I did love it. First, stir the cottage cheese, shredded cheese, and eggs in a medium bowl and set aside. In a 3-quart saucepan over medium-high heat, cook the beef and onion until it's done, stirring often to break up the meat. Pour off any fat. Stir the spaghetti sauce into the meat. Then spoon 1 cup of meat mixture into greased 9x13 pan. Top with 3 lasagna noodles and about 1 1/4 cups of the cheese mixture. Repeat the layers. Top with the remaining 3 lasagna noodles, remaining meat mixture, and sprinkle the top with cheese. Bake at 400 degrees for 30 minutes or until hot and bubbly. Let stand for 10 minutes. For the sausage skillet, it was 1 pound of sausage, 1 large onion chopped, 1 green pepper chopped, 1 can of tomatoes, a 1 pound 4 ounce can of tomatoes, 1/2 cup of water or tomato juice, 2 cups macaroni, uncooked macaroni, 1 teaspoon salt, 2 tablespoons of sugar, 1/4 teaspoon of chili powder, just like a shake of chili powder, and 2 cups sour cream. You brown the sausage in a skillet, pour off fat as it collects, stir in remaining ingredients except for the sour cream, bring to a boil and cover the skillet pan. Simmer, stirring often to prevent sticking. Cook until macaroni is tender, about 20 to 25 minutes. Blend in the sour cream, reheat just to boiling, and then it's done. So I kind of forgot the sour cream part, but it was still amazing. It was very, very tasty. So for the breakfast burritos, I had some tortilla shells left over from a week or two previously. I think we just used them for like, I don't know, kind of like a sandwich, like a tortilla with ham and cheese and mayo and lettuce and whatever. So I just used the leftover ones of that to make the breakfast burritos. I scrambled some eggs. I had fried some onion and pepper that I put in them. And then we had some bacon and some sausage from my parents because they had a couple of pigs that they raised and then butchered. And so they gave us some of the bacon and the sausage and stuff from them. Sausage patties that I actually just like snipped up and put into the burritos then when I was assembling them. And then we had made a whole ton of breakfast burritos one other time, and so we kept the tin foil from those. So I just used that tin foil again, as long as it wasn't ripped or anything. And so yeah, it was pretty fast. It was pretty easy to do that. After babysitting all day and then doing a bunch of meal prep, I was pretty tired and there was a ton of dishes to do, but I just left them for the next day because yeah, I was ready to just sit down and have some fruit slush and just chill for a bit. Anyway, so that about wraps up today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Give it some love by liking and subscribing to our channel for more homemaking motivation, and I will see you next time.